All right, for this next video, let's take a look at some code. All right, so let's jump into some code. And in particular, I want to compare what we've done in our flowcharts with the code that we have. So this is my initial code. Let's go back. I'm going to make sure I have the exact starter code. And here it is. Let's just change that to all code. And here is the original flowchart, right? So we have the initialize input. Let's go ahead and comment that code. Here we're going to initialize input. And after that, we do our check for our loop, right? So we have, I'm just going to modify this to start game loop. That's what this if is a part, is that while loop. Read inputs for a turn. That's what this is. And then the hard-coded output. I'm going to leave the other comments in there for now. So now we've taken a look at the flowchart as it exists for the code that exists. We've commented it up. Let's modify our code to match this new flowchart, right? This new flowchart is what we said will solve our problem. Um, so let's go in and start modifying. So we have our initialized game input. That is the same, right? All of these things that we're doing, which is really just creating um, an integer and a land X and land Y to get the surface of Mars. And then we get into our loop, which is the same thing we did here, right? Unchanged still. We initialize our input, our turn input. This we called reading inputs for a turn, right? So that is this exact same thing. Read inputs for a turn. And then determine thrust, which is this flowchart right here, and then our output. So let's put that in as a comment. I'm going to get rid of this comment here and put in determine thrust. Right, that's what we want to do. And we want to include this code. So we want to create a new variable, an output thrust. Uh, let's make it an int. And we're going to set that equal to 3, right? Yep. And then we want to do a comparison. The input v speed is less than -40. So what is our input v speed? So right here, v speed. We want to say if our v speed, I spelled that wrong, it would be capital S, is less than -40, then I want to change the output thrust to a 4. And we'll notice there's nothing on the else side or on the no side, so I don't need an else here. Right? Just that if statement. And then I come back. And now I want to output 0 in the output thrust. I can put this here, 0, and concatenate that with output thrust. All right. So we've now converted our code to be from our initial flowchart to the flowchart we designed. Let's take a look at this test case, see if it runs. I get to turn 84. We see I'm at 3. Where's my vertical speed? Oops. That again. Vertical speed is right about -40, -40, -41. If it's -41 when I land, I'm going to crash. Yeah, so that's no good. All right, so it looks like we have a bug. Let's take a look at that in the next video.